Hi, I'm Brian Eisenhower, and I'm here with Kevin Blain. Kevin, welcome. Thanks for coming here today. We're very fortunate today. Kevin is an absolutely phenomenal, top-producing real estate agent that I've had the pleasure of working with for the past 4 or 5 years. And just as a nutshell, Kevin, why don't you tell everybody how much your production has changed over the last few years?
It's been very exciting, Brian. In 2010, we did 310 closed transactions. In 2011, we were at 452, and then last year in 2012, we closed 473 transactions.
Just unbelievable. 473 houses sold in 1 year is just absolutely mind-boggling. Kevin, you're consistently near the top of the Wall Street Journal real estate top agents list nationally every single year. Just amazing work, and I remember in 2010 I got to be there with you when you were Keller Williams Realty's #1 team in production.
Right. And I think that's the important thing is the word team, because it's not possible, in my opinion, to do that on your own. So having a great team with a great support staff, or support team as we call them, and having great sales agents on your team to help that many families buy and sell real estate. And for us to do that type of numbers, that's the key.
I mean, I love it when you stress so much. Just an amazing leadership quality is the importance that you place on teamwork. How that's enabled you to sell so many homes and still provide that high level of customer service that you do. Could you tell them roughly about maybe just some of the structure of your team, or how you've got, who you've got, and what, or at least what job descriptions they might have, generally speaking?
Yeah, definitely, Brian. And it all starts with having amazing people. And on my team, I have a full-time transaction coordinator, a full-time listing coordinator, and a full-time short sale coordinator. That is what they do, and that allows the approximately 5 sales agents on my team to do what they do best, which is to help buyers and sellers sell property, and the support team picks up the pieces, and if you will, and does the paperwork and the things that allow that agent to do the things that they're really best equipped to do, which is to work with the buyers, work with the sellers. And I think because of the talented people on the team, they're not just people on my team. My team is relatively small by comparison to some others, but I think that because they're so talented, we have the philosophy that whether a client is talking to me or someone on my sales team or someone on the support team, they're receiving the same service as if they were talking to me, and our striving, or our goal is to have the same level of experience and information that we can provide for our clients, whether they're talking to me or someone on my team.
That's just great. One thing I love, I've heard you talk about, Kevin, and I think that, as I've worked with many agents over the years, I hear them go through this problem. I think coming from you especially really humanizes the issue. You've talked about the importance of letting go of certain tasks of a real estate agent, how even you have had that problem in the past. Can you elaborate on that for me?
Absolutely, and I did have that problem, and before I joined Keller Williams approximately 5 years ago, I felt the need to do almost everything myself, which not only was that not good for me, but it wasn't good for my clients, because some of my strengths are not necessarily some of the things that need to be done in a real estate transaction that my team now does today. But it was very difficult to let go, and it wasn't until I moved to Keller Williams and was encouraged to do that I was able to let go pieces at a time. And once I started letting go, that's really when things started blossoming and things started really, the high production numbers started happening. It wouldn't have happened otherwise. There's only 24 hours in a day. And the key to all that, Brian, is having the right people on your team. And like I said before, the people on my team are phenomenal. I've been blessed throughout the last 5 years to have, past and present, some incredibly talented people that I'm lucky enough to call my partners.
That's just absolutely amazing. And I do know from personal experience, you do take the time and make the effort to make sure that you're always hiring talent, top talent. Multiple interviews, multiple behavioral assessments.
Absolutely. We always do at least the disc, and we really look at what's the right fit for our team. And while we're going through the process of our daily lives and activities, we are always looking for talent. Talent is hard to find. I'm blessed with amazing, talented people on my team, and I think that
it's that ability and that patience that you've always shown to continue to foster them, continue to always provide them personal growth, in my opinion. You're always about making it about your team members excelling, doing better, getting back to them, encouraging them. I can remember a time where, and you won't say it, but the way that your team hustles at the end of the year to always meet their goal, the way they celebrate on December 30th or December 31st when they get those last few transactions closed to push them past the goal. You've even got compensation structures aligned with that goal.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. And it's got to be, I have to add value to their lives and to their job. If I'm not adding, by being on my team is not adding value, then it's not the right fit. And I always tell them, if it's not a win-win for you, then it's not the right fit. And I think that going back to letting go, what I would remind someone that was listening to this is you have to let go, and you have to allow your team to be able to make a mistake. Because no one's perfect, but they don't learn or grow unless they have a chance to do it without myself looking over their shoulder constantly or picking up the pieces initially. And it's been amazing to watch. One of the guys on my team, Joe, he's been with me over 10 years, and from where he's at now compared to even 5 years ago, it's amazing. He's phenomenal.
It's just an amazing concept. I mean, you heard from Kevin Blain himself. You have to let go. You have to enable your members of your team to have the opportunity to fail forward so they can have personal growth and they can get better at their careers. Kevin, thank you so much for the time today. It's just amazing what you've done. I can't wait to continue to be able to watch that team grow and your production grow. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me, Brian. Appreciate it.